in a world of working in small teams. Consider your life. You are in a team, small team, in your job for any small project. You have to work with different people. You are in a small team in your family if you want to go to a picnic on Sunday afternoon. There are a lot of things to do. You are also in a team in Toastmasters here. Either you have a role or not. You are here part of a group enjoying together. So, dear Toastmasters, tonight I will be talking about small teaming and its importance to our lives, and there are some parameters, some dynamics within these groups that we need to know. Business professor Amy Edmondson, in her TED speech, said that teaming is a group of people who doesn't know each other, comes together for a task. This is not a permanent relationship, but they just come together for a particular task, and then they start working together. She defines 3 important factors for this team to be successful. The first one is analyze and understand the challenge ahead humbly. So they have to realistically understand the challenge ahead of them and then do their plans accordingly. The second one is being curious of each other. What every team member participates, contributes to the team. That's very critical. I like it very much. And the third one is ready to take risks and be faster doing that. So that fail and then learn, but do it fast. So on the way, through milestones, you can reach to your task. So I have some experience being in my job, work life, and my personal life. I would like to touch 2 stories around this. The first one is from my job. You also had this kind of experience probably. There are 100 people from a company goes to a forest. There is an education company involved, and they put you in small teams. You don't know the persons very well, and there is a task given to you. Either there are different tasks defined. So I remember in one case there was an award on top of a tree, and there were a lot of ropes and different people, so we have to coordinate, we have to talk to each other, and then we have to make a plan how to reach this top of the tree and then get this award. But suddenly a friend of mine, still a very dear friend of mine, and he's a bodybuilder, he said, "Don't worry, no worries." He just speedily started climbing the tree, don't talk to anyone. He did it very easily in 30 seconds, and then suddenly he got the award. What happened? Our team won. But actually, we didn't have anything to do with teamwork. I mean, he just did everything himself. He did it, but in Amy's definition, we didn't evaluate the challenge ahead of us realistically among each other. We didn't understand how difficult that was. Just one of us just jumped and then did it. We were not curious enough talking to each other and understand what each of us can do, because one of us just jumped. But the third one, we took a double high risk, too much risk, that colleague could actually fall down from the tree, and then we could be out of the competition in the 5th second or so. So that was an interesting lesson that I like how Amy describes the success comes with these teams. The second experience I will be touching is about Istanbul Toastmasters board. You know, we are 5, 6 different people coming together, and our common goal is to make our club better for the members, for the guests, so we are working together. And you can imagine there are different personalities, different characters with different agendas time to time. And it's sometimes interesting to have different discussions and think about how a team can work better together. So we have Seçkin, our president. He is an experienced Toastmasters president because he was president before. So he can be very quick to the point. He can sometimes listen less. And he also cares about how members perceive what the board is doing and our decisions. And I care about it a lot. I appreciate that. And as his mission, he wants to take this club to the district, and I respect and follow this vision as well. Then we have Neji. He is VP membership. he already resigned from another board for a different, because of a different story, because we know he wants to keep his principles, he stick to the rules. If there is a rule for everyone, he just checks that it's applied for each member. And I also appreciate that. That's also nice. You know? It's great to have him. Then we have Gülden. A lot of experience in corporate life. Great with documentation, regulation, grouping, a lot of ideas how things should be done in a group environment. So we also appreciate Gülden a lot. And there is myself. I'm just a little in the middle. I'm more of the content person. I like to make some connections for new actions. So there was a discussion in one of our meetings this year. A member or a couple of members canceled their speeches just one day before the meeting. And then we said, hey, this shouldn't be a nice thing to do. So let's make a statement as a board. So let the members know that this is not appreciated. It shouldn't be happening every time. So Seçkin said, 1 meeting, no speech. Necil said, 2 months, no speech. And Gülden said, how shall we communicate this? And then I said, all right, let's make the members understand that this is not appreciated, but let's also make members not so discouraged that they eventually should come back and keep doing speeches. So after, I remember, really about 15 minutes of discussion, and in some cases, together with Seçkin, we really tried to convince Necil that we decided that after this cancelled meeting, a member cannot speak in 2 meetings. That means they have to wait 1 month. Which is okay, because it's not very easy for the Toastmasters of the evening and for other members if you cancel on the last minute. So that's also a respect issue. But also, it's important that members should come back for their next speech, not for far ahead. To wrap up, sometimes teams fail. And this year's board is failing on BPPR. We have different people, different challenges, and all of them are okay. But for all the members, I'm putting an invitation again. If you would like to work in BPPR team, because that will be a separate team, it's not a one-person job, I'm openly inviting you to join us and come to your session.